Hi there everyone, I don't know if you can see me. I'm having a few issues tonight with technology, with getting the live feed. I'll just see if I can get a live feed on the video. Yes. Right. Hi there everybody, if anybody's watching. Right. Yeah, don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. My internet's speed is low, or I'm not getting a connection. I think it's possibly because my daughter's playing games in her bedroom in the other room, and it affects the internet, so I've just had to quickly put it on the hard wire. Anyway, we're all good now, we're all here, so I'm just going to crack on. Tonight we're making 2 cards, and they're both using the blending techniques, and this is my absolute favourite. I absolutely love this card, and I actually made another one today which was very similar, but they're going to turn out different every time you do them. But yeah, I love the way this just looked in the water. So, but yeah. And yeah, I won't lie, there's a little bit of you do have to practice a little bit with this technique, so don't ever give up. It's just, it's all in the practice. But anyway, we're going to do an easy option first, which is this one. Yeah, I'll show you rather than explaining it. So, I'm going to do a little bit of masking off. So, here we go. So, I'm just going to put the card there. Now, earlier on, I did a rectangular piece of cardstock, and you did use a die cut machine, I'm afraid. I used our rectangle dies, and I cut a shape out of the middle just to give us a mask, really. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. I'm not sure if it's actually working. Anybody can see me? I think that might be the old one. Is anybody with me now? Oh, hello. Right. Sorry about that, ladies. I'm having a few technology difficulties this evening. I was on another... I'm good, thanks. How are you all? So yeah, I'll just crack on. I don't know what you heard actually, but I'm doing some blending techniques tonight. I'll just quickly show you just in case. So I'm making 2 cards. This is the slightly more difficult one, this tropical card, and it does take a little bit of practice and experience to do it, but I would, don't give up. Because I say sometimes it goes right and sometimes it goes wrong, I have to be honest. But anyway, we're going to crack on with this one. Oh dear, technology, it's all fun and games. But yeah, I think what's happened is my daughter's playing games in the other room, and it's thing means the speed of the internet, it takes a lot of the power, whatever the technology is. So I had to quickly go to the hard wire. That's why there was a few issues. So anyway, we're going to do this card. So as I said earlier, I've masked off created a rectangular masking. And I'm just going to do some blending. Start off on the edge first. There goes my rocky table again now. And this is, I'm using Granny Apple Green ink. Oh, that's a bit dark. And yeah, I'm using one of our sponge daubers. We sell these. I don't know if I think they sell them in a pack of 3. I'm not quite sure. But you can use sponges. I will use sponges on the other card, but I must admit I haven't got many sponges at the moment. I'm waiting for my order to come, which is on the way. Waiting for my new sponges to come, so I'm down to 2 at the moment, so it's not good. So yeah, how are we all? A little bit of a cooler evening tonight, I must admit. The sun's gone in. It was quite warm earlier on. Oh, sorry, I'm using soft sea foam on this one just to blend in the Granny Apple Green. Obviously I don't want to fill the whole rectangle in. I want to leave some shaded and some colours and some white space as well. But this is a very quick and easy card to replicate. But quite effective, I think. And obviously you can use whatever colours you like, whatever inks you've got. I think that will do. So just put them to the side and take the mask off. Right. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned also, so then you're left with that, look, and then you've got left with a lovely rectangular edge or a border. Yeah, on this I actually did some of our multi-purpose. I don't know if you know, as a little tip here, if you put this a little bit of multi-purpose just on for all the four corners, and then just smear it a little bit, and then leave it to dry for, I don't know, a good while, probably, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, if not longer, and it makes it tacky. The only problem is, earlier on it did make it a little bit too tacky, so that's why I'm using the same mask again. But yeah, you could use a little bit of washi tape, maybe strapping it on, or you could just try holding it in place with your hands, but I just didn't want it to move, so, but that's how I did that. So now all we're going to do is get the Dandelion from the Dandelion Wishes, and I must admit I'm using 4 stamp sets tonight, which is a little bit excessive, I know, but so we're using the Dandelion, this one from the Dandelion Wishes, but I didn't, none of the sentiments were really appropriate, so then I thought I'd use Itty Bitty Birthdays, so I'm just using Birthday Wishes from that. It's an awesome set actually, it's a very handy set to have, that one, and the Christmas one, as I'm ordering the Christmas one very soon. Then I needed a butterfly, and we all need a butterfly in our arsenal, so I just took a little butterfly out from the Beauty Abounds, and Timeless Tropical is obviously the other card. So yeah, few stamp sets tonight, but only 1 or 2 stamps from some of them. So here we go. So using Tuxedo Black Memento Black. When I use the black, because it's a slightly different, it's a woven fabric rather than the sponge ink, I generally rub it over first. I find I get a bit, and then I tap it. That's just how I do it. Now, if you want a really dark or a strong image, you could use your Stampin' Rewards, but I'm happy with just as long as I press it down well. I want a little bit off the card and a little bit of an angle, and just go down. So give it a good firm press. Voila. And just clean it to the side of me using our Stampin' Scrub and Spray. Oh, I will need that one, so I'll leave that there. So yeah, that's pretty much all it is to it. So I'm just going to stick that on the Granny Apple Green. So very quick and easy, this card. Sometimes the simple cards are more effective than the ones where you go OTT on, quite honestly, which is my forte, going OTT. Simple cards I'm not very good at, so that's why it's good to make me do simple cards, because I generally like to put everything on it. A lot of bling and a lot of the, oh, I could have bought some bling up actually, that would have been nice on the Dandelion. A little maybe a rhinestone in the middle, so you could always do that to bling it up a little bit. So that's that on there. I'll get that put. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Yeah, as I say, it's amazing how just something simple, just a little bit of ink and a stamp, can be so effective. You really don't have to go all over the top to make some lovely cards. You could do a set of these and just match in some different inks, and it'd be lovely. Hi Susan, how are you? So especially if you're pushed for time or you've got a lot of cards to make, this is the type of thing that you need to do if you need to make plenty of them. And obviously you just change the sentiment to however you wanted it. A little bit of a mark there, I'll need to get a rubber on that. Do that later though. So now we're going to do Birthday Wishes, just on a little bit of scrap of white, of Whisper White, and some butterflies. So stamp that, and then the butterfly from Beauty Abounds, which I have to be honest, I haven't used this set for ages and I need to use it, and it's got some beautiful dies with it as well. So I thought, right, I will use it today. That's all right, Susan. I'm glad you missed the start, because it wasn't a very good start. I had technology issues as usual. I don't know what went on, so I don't quite. It could be car crash at the beginning of this. I might have to do some editing. It's just, oh dear, I don't know what was going on. I don't know where I was. I blame my daughter. To say she's thinking me on the internet when she plays games, and it's, yeah, it really does take a lot of it. She's playing Final Fantasy. Right, what do we need? What did I do? Right, flamingo, and just the magenta, light magenta madness, I think. Oh, and then the dark one. That was it, I think, yeah, for them. Hi Laura, how are you? So yeah, don't worry about the beginning at all, because I don't think you missed much, apart from me bumbling. I did a video this morning with my tips video, and I didn't tell you how many takes that took this morning. I think that took about 5 or 6 takes before I could get it right, and it was only about 2 minutes long. I wouldn't be very good as an actor, I can tell you that. They'd be getting very frustrated with me. But hey ho. It's reality at the end of the day. It's when you're dealing with technology, sometimes it just doesn't play ball. Well, it doesn't for me anyway. But we're all learning all the time. Yeah, I did the outside of that. This is our new Magenta Madness Bright Pink. I'm just going to colour. Oh yeah, I did dots. And then Flirty Flamingo. Yeah, I'll have to use this set that it comes with the Beauty Abounds and do some cards with this soon. But so it's the dies that are really spectacular actually. There we go. So you can see it's actually just the little bits like this that are taken probably more time or as much time as doing the actual main card. Just going to fussy cut this as quickly as possible. No, you didn't miss much, Laura. I was late starting because I was having issues. You can always catch the replay anyway and on YouTube. But I am looking forward to showing you the sunset card because it's, if I do say so myself, I do love it. It's not my creation, I must admit. I did case it off somebody. She's I don't know if she's US or Canadian demo. Her name is Michelle Zindorf, and you probably know of her, Laura. She's been around quite a while, and she's just brilliant. Yeah, she does charge for her tutorials, some of them, but she has got some videos on YouTube, and I would advise anybody to check her out because she is very talented at doing blending and stuff. So yeah, I did take huge inspiration from her to do the sunset card. I basically did copy it, but just added a little bit of extra. But I love it. As I say, it may not go right every time you do it because it's not always the easiest technique, but it's well worth persevering with because I think you would be, well, very surprised when you get the results that you do when it goes right. So yeah, don't ever give up. It's just one of those techniques that you're never going to replicate every time the same. It's just going to be different because of the nature of it. But that's good, I think. There you go. Just one more little butterfly. Sorry, I don't know if you... I must remember to do that there, not close to my body. There are actually dies with the die set of this, but obviously I don't do die cutting on Facebook Lives in the evening, so... Hello Simon, what are you... He's watching. Hope you got your pizza out of the oven now and haven't let it burn, I should say. Very lazy tonight. Had pizza and garlic bread because I just haven't stopped all day. My mum came up today because she's been feeling really, really low because she lives on her own and we're her support bubble. So I said, well, yes, I am busy, mum, but come up. So she came up and then I ended up cutting her hair for her. So yeah, I had lots to do, but my mum needed a little bit of attention, so I couldn't say no, could I? So yeah, but never mind. I got done what I needed to do just for tonight, so that was the main thing, and I can work hard tomorrow because I'm taking a week off next week. Yeah, there'll be no Facebook Live next week. I'm trying to play catch up. I'm trying to get everything done and Facebook videos and stuff done and blogging and everything. So we will see. But yeah, sorry, no Facebook Lives. I'm having a break from that, even though I will miss it. But so pop that on some dimensionals. The mini ones I'm using because obviously this is very tiny. Very good. Yeah, she is fabulous. I did buy one of her tutorials last week, but I haven't had a chance to do much of them yet. But yeah, you can't go far learning from her. And there's another lady. She's not Stampin' Up actually. Her name is, oh, I think it's Teresa Momber, Momber, and she is fabulous as well. She makes it look very easy, I have to say. But yeah, definitely check their tutorials out because they are worth watching. I'll put that down. And it's just, yeah, with blending, same, I'm sure you know, Laura, it's like anything. It looks scary when you first do it and it seems quite difficult, but it's just one of those things you just need to do. Just crack on and do it and have a go, because yeah, and you're not going to get fabulous results probably at the beginning. You might be good at it, but as I say, I don't always get fabulous results, but I just persevere. Let's do both of them. But yeah, it's like anything in life. The more practice you do, the better you will become. Well, no, she's got some on YouTube, as I say, but no, she charges for them now. She's got quite a few. I mean, I don't blame her. She sells 12 tutorials for, it works out about £12. It's obviously in US dollars, but pound a tutorial, so I don't think it's bad. But and I suppose, you know, if you've got that talent. So yeah, I don't, as long as there's a few in the I mean, it's good that you can see what you're buying before you purchase, and as long as there's a few cards in there I didn't mind paying for it. I was being a bit cheeky, but I just want to learn a few techniques of how she does things, and then hopefully I'll be able to do them. So there we go, we're done. So that was quite quick and simple, wasn't it? So all quite, oh, excuse me, all quite achievable. And now for the nice tropical one. Here we go. Right, so yeah, I don't know if you saw this, because I don't know if you saw it when I bumbled, but that's the version I did last week, and I did this one this morning, and I absolutely love this. I just love the way it turned out. But as I say, the trouble is you can't always negotiate how it's going to turn out. It's just one of those things. Every time it's going to be different, but we'll have a go. You prefer the old ones, the old tutorials, do you mean? I'm not quite sure what you mean, Laura, but I'm guessing that's what you mean. Right, so we'll put that to the side so it's layered up. You can see there's not much difference in these, but I like the fact that once this is coloured in, I think you need a white frame round it. That's what that's for. It'll make sense once I've coloured it. So I'll put that to the side. Now we do need to mask for this. So I've got some rectangular post-it notes, or long post-it notes, or you could use the masking paper that I've used before. You kind of want to find roughly halfway, and because I've got my dotted lines, I can try and get it straight, or as straight as possible, so the horizon line's straight. Huh. I might have to do it this way, I find it easier. So there to there. So that's the bottom. Right, so then we're going to do a swiping technique. Here are the colours we're using. We're using So Saffron, Mango Melody, Melon Mambo, and then Blushing Bride as well for the sky with Melon Mambo. So to start off with, we're going to go with the So Saffron, and basically we're going to go in straight with the ink pad. Now I don't know, I think a lot of it is to do with the angle, so we're just going to swipe it, and you need to try and do it in a sweeping movement, and it's quite tricky to get the... So yeah, I think I might need the ink in a bit, so I'm trying to get it swiped across the card like that. Now you can probably see, I don't know if you see, there's a little bit of a white gap there. I'm not too fussed about that, because that's where we get the light and dark. So that's with the So Saffron. Then we're going to do the same with the Mango Melody, but just on the edges. And so we go from the middle outwards, and then we just do a sweeping, and it's a little bit more difficult with these newer ones. Maybe if I do it that way. Yeah, that'll do. I kind of want it more. I think it was that way actually, so I told you it's that way, not the other way, so that's probably why it's done that. So inwards, that's right, and you get more of a less of a line. But yeah, so that you can see that's not as nice as earlier. It's a little bit too formal. So maybe, I don't know, I don't want to spoil it actually. This is what happens, and then I'll overdo it. I think I might, no, I think we'll just have to leave it and see how it goes. So as I say, you can see not even I get it right first time sometimes. But we'll see how it goes. If it's really bad, well, I'll either do another one, or we'll just have to leave it. But you get the kind of idea. So yeah, these are our sponges that we sell. They're actually coming in rounds, and I cut them and we cut them up, so you get plenty of sponge out of it basically. I'm just going to go in a little bit off the edge first, and then some circular motions, and just bring it on the edges. I've got to sort this table out, so we can go a little bit. Kind of just want to keep it on the edge really. Obviously you could change the colours, you could do blues for the sea if you didn't like these colours. It's all about having a go and just experimenting really. It's a little bit better. I think I'll leave it while the going's good. And the only downside, I guess, is you do get you can probably, I don't know if you see my fingers, very inky. So it's a good idea. I generally, when I'm working downstairs, I generally go and wash my hands and scrub them under the tap. But up here, I'm not going to dash off the bathroom during a live, so I'm just going to use a wet cloth, and I've got a towel. But yeah, I would suggest when you are doing this, just keep your hands clean, otherwise you just tend to pass it over onto everything else, which is not a good look, onto your white cardstock if you don't want it there. So just going to take the mask off, and you can see we've got that lovely crisp horizon line. Right, now what we don't want a white ghosting line, so what we're going to do when we mask it up again, just going to have a little bit of a hair's breadth of it showing. I don't know if you can see that. So I haven't put it up to the line. I've got a little bit of the inky line showing. I don't know if you can see it against the orange, but because you say you definitely don't want to see a white line. That wouldn't look good. So now we're going to go, thank you, Laura, too kind, but yeah, it kind of pulls together. Sometimes when you do it, you think, oh no, it doesn't look good, but it generally ends up okay at the end. So same again, blush and bride this time, and a sweeping movement as much as possible. That's it. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of white left, I like that. I'm just going to go off the page that side. Yeah, it's not done it again. Yep, that'll do me. It looks a bit, you probably can't see it, but it looks a bit patchy at the moment, but you won't really notice that once you get your colours on, she says. So, what do I do with So Saffron? I'll put that there. That is. Do you need? Right, so then we're going to go in with Mango Melody. No, not Mango Melody, sorry. Melon Mambo. Again, just going to sponge a little bit on the horizon line. And then around the edges and up the top. Now there's quite a few blending tools on the market. We don't do a great deal, so we do the daubers, which are good. They are very good. I won't say they're not, but say you can get blended in brushes, and it depends what you find comfortable actually and what you find good. But sponges, I quite like the sponges. But it's just that I need to buy. Well, I have bought some. They're on the way. So you can probably see, just leaving quite a bit of white space. Can go darker at the edges a little bit. But obviously, as you can imagine, you can do whatever colours you like for the sky. I'm going to leave it like that. Hi Vivian, how are you? Getting very inky again. So I'm just going to go in with the So Saffron at the end. I didn't bring a So Saffron dauber. Right, we'll use the other end of the sponge. So yeah, I'll be very pleased when I get the new sponges, because I'll be able to do a lot more of this a lot easier. You probably can't see the So Saffron very easily, but yeah, I use circular motions. I find that's the best way to blend it without getting heavy. And I say always try, yeah, to start off with, blend off your paper so you haven't got a big blob of it. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, sponge brayers. Oh yeah, we sell the sponge brayers. Thank you, Laura. Yes, I do like the sponge brayer. Obviously I've used that quite a lot on the lives. So yeah, very good. You sometimes need, depending on what technique you're doing or what you're doing, actually, you need different tools, don't you, for the different tasks. So now for the reveal. So here we go. So that's basically it. Yeah, actually that doesn't look too bad now. That does look like the sun reflecting, doesn't it? A little bit of a blob there, but you won't notice that once I put the sentiment on. Quite a lot of light space compared to probably this one. But as I say, none of it's wrong. It depends on, you know, you can just create a different sky every time you do it. I'm just going to bin that, won't bother keeping it. So now just to add all the rest of the stuff. Hi Carol, how are you? Right, so here we go. Putting the palm trees in now. So yet again, because I'm just going to smooth it on. If you wanted these really black again, like you could use your Stampin Rewards, but I was quite happy with the way they came out. So have it off the edge a little bit. There we are. And then bought brushes too. Yeah, that's what I've actually got these makeup brushes, which we don't sell these, unfortunately. I wish we did. But yeah, these makeup brushes are quite good for ink. But unfortunately, what I did, I used them, then washed them out today, and they're still a little bit damp, so I can't really use them. But yeah, they are good. But as I say, we don't sell them. But yeah, I must admit, sponge daubers are fine. You can, and definitely the sponge brayer I use a lot. So you could angle it in a little bit. I think I will actually angle that in. Ooh. And there we go. It's coming together now. So there we are. I'll just do the sentiment while I'm here, which is from the Timeless Tropics. It just says, "May your birthday be memorable." Right, in the middle. There we have it. Not bad. As I say, you could leave it like that, which is what Michelle Zindorf did. I must admit, she just mounted it on her card, but I just added the little extra hibiscus. I think it's a hibiscus. Or a frangipani thing, whatever it is, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I added on mine. So, but yeah, you could, if you just wanted the sunset, you could totally leave it like that. But I'm going to mount it up on the white because I think the white just helps it pop a little bit more. Try it, Susan. Honestly, yeah, you may not get it right first time. As I say, I often know. I think I made 2 mistakes today when I did it and had to start again. But at the end of the day, it's only cardstock. It's not the end of the world. But trust me, when you've created a picture like this, you feel almost like an artist. So be brave, have a go. It is worth it. And as I say, you'll never learn how to do these things unless you have a go. I learned that in sewing. I've got all this lovely fabric and I was just too scared to use it in case I messed it up. But it's the way we learn, by doing things. So don't be afraid, just do it. Just go for it. Thank you, Nancy. That's why I was quite desperate to actually show people, because when you first see that card, everybody says I couldn't do that, but you can. Honestly, you can. So there we go, getting there now. Can you cut the waste rubber from the wooden mounts? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I have heard that. Yes, Kate, I know what you mean. I wish I was there as well. You've probably seen my Facebook page. I keep sharing all my lots of Annecy posts at the moment. Oh, I hadn't actually booked to go this year again to Annecy, but I kind of wish. Well, no, I don't wish we had, because we wouldn't have probably been able to get there. But we definitely will be going again soon. Well, next year, hopefully, or the year after, or just in the future. It is a lovely place to visit. Not that it's tropical like this, but it can be very hot. So we just do on some scrap. We'll do the little flower. What do I need? Black ink again. So I would love to, you know, if you do have a go, please show me. Please just be brave and have a go, ladies. Honestly, it really isn't that difficult. It's just one of those techniques that you just have to practice, as I keep saying. And I have to be honest, I don't think I'd done that swiping technique up until last week when I did this card. So it was even new for me. And I've been with Stampin' Up for 6 years. So I'm now looking for some scrap white. I'll pinch a bit of this. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I like the flower. I just thought, but I thought, well, it's nice if you just want to put that in a picture frame, maybe send it to somebody, or it would be nice just to keep it, you know, not 3D, but I just like the addition of the flower, but that's just me. As I say, if you wanted to put it in a scrapbook page as well, maybe you might want it flat. Who knows? You've got that option to do either, haven't you, at the end of the day? So now just going to do a little bit of colouring using, no, go back to the card, Sarah, do that. Right, here we go. So yeah, coloured trunks in a little bit in dark soft suede I've got here. Might be a bit too dark. I think I'll use light soft suede. Oh, I know what I haven't done. You didn't tell. Oh no, look what I haven't done, ladies. I have not done the black base. Can you see the difference? I haven't done the black base, which it doesn't look too bad if I'm honest, but I will have to do it. I'll have to mask that off somehow. Oh dear. See? This is what happens. So I'll show you a hack for that, and we'll just hope that it works. Yeah, I should have done all this before mounting it up, but hey ho. Old olive, dark old olive, just to colour. You don't have to be too fussy. Yeah, definitely should have done this before mounting it, but it's just kind of giving it a little bit of colour, really. Don't have to be too precise. Yeah, I should have used that as the excuse, shouldn't I, Kate? That would have been a good excuse. You could just, yeah, I could just do some little holes and just have it as a, but the trouble is it's in this, I guess it's meant to be in the sea though, that's any trouble. No, I cannot lie, I completely forgot. I think that's the trouble when I'm talking and trying to do it at the same time. But no worries, I'm going to try and see if I can mask it off. Got nothing to lose. Everything to gain. And then I'm going to show you what really lifts it is the white gel pen. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the difference actually. So you can see that way I've coloured those trees in. Can you see the, you probably can't actually because I haven't coloured. Yeah, the white gel pen can really make a difference of lifting it. Just adding the reflective light to it. Oh, I don't know, what a nana, hey? Perhaps there should be some bananas on this tree. Well, I think it's a palm tree, isn't it? was actually going to suggest, although I don't know if it's a good idea now, because I've messed the card up, that if anybody actually shares this post tonight or this video and then put shared, says that they've shared it, I was going to enter you in for a draw to win the card, but I won't give you this card, I'll give you the original one. Or the other one that I made today, which I feel is a little bit better. But you can decide, you can tell me if you want to do that, that is, for me, please. So yeah, I'm being very slapdash with it. And white gel pen. So yeah, just imagine obviously the light's coming down the centre. You just want the white bounding off those fronds. And yeah, what I always do is just do a serrated line basically. You just want to give a hint that the light's bounding off the tree trunks. I hope you can see that, what I'm doing. Rather than just one solid line, just do some shorter, some longer. Same on this side. Sorry, I do forget I'm on a Facebook Live sometimes, and I get engrossed in doing this, and then yeah, I get a bit carried away. So yeah, I think that's it. It looks very stark when you first put it on, but when it dries, it dulls down a little bit. Oh Laura, don't have it. I don't know how many times I've done that. Stuck a card upside down or put it the other way around so the card opens backwards. Been there, done that. Don't know if I've done it on a live yet though, I have to say. But hey, it shows we're human. It shows it's real. I can't worry about it. I'm going to colour the hibiscus in now. This is dark petal pink. I'm doing as a base all over. Yeah, I must admit it is a little bit hard for me. I used to be quite a little bit of a perfectionist, but as I've got older I've had to learn to let it go a little bit. I do try my best to get things right, but I don't know. Nothing seems to go right for me, so you kind of just have to accept it, don't you? So there's no such thing as perfection in life anyway. It's not real. So I think I did that colour slightly different, but I'm going to do this. So this is the, I can't keep remember, Magenta Madness. Because although I've used Melon Mambo on the card, I actually haven't got the Melon Mambo stamp and blend. Do believe we do it though. I think it might be one of the new ones. I just haven't bought them all yet. So you could use them if you've got it. But this is the nearest thing to it, so I'm not too fussed. Still haven't done that base yet, ladies. I'm still thinking about it. Right. I think I used that colour. Yeah. Sorry, this is dark floaty flamingo. I seem to have misplaced my light floaty flamingo, but that's probably because my craft room is a bit of a mess at the moment, so I've got to have a major tidy up tomorrow. Major, I have. I'm happy enough with that. Just got to do the leaves. So dark old olive and light old olive. These are getting very low, my blends are. The olive ones are. Yeah, it's getting. I'll just do the. And then I'll do the. Yeah, again, there's dies to cut these out with, but I shall be cutting it out by hand. It doesn't take too long. I know, Laura, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Being perfect, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I do like to watch professional videos sometimes, I must admit, but then at the end of the day, a lot of them have probably been heavily edited. And I must admit, I did learn Windows video editing at the weekend. My daughter taught me through it. So I will be doing a bit of editing, but it all takes time and effort as well. So sometimes I just think, no, I'll just keep all the bloopers in. People can fast forward through it if they want to at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just... You used to do videos, Laura, didn't you? I know I've seen you do videos. Do you not do them anymore? Or just have you not done any for a while? Just go and blending it a little bit over with the light over the dark. Right, before I forget, I'm going to do that black base in a minute. Before I cut these out. That's all the colouring done. Yeah, this actually took as long as doing the actual card did, but hey ho. Right, so ladies, here we go. I'm just going to mask off a little bit in the hope this isn't long enough, so just straight up to the... Yeah, I might not. Oh, that's a shame. You can't seem to load on your blog anymore. Are you on Blogger? Or were you on Blogger? Or you can't load the videos? Is that what you mean? You can't load them to your blog anymore? Oh, well, when I have a chat with you, maybe I don't know whether I'll be able to help you because I'm on Blogger. If you're on Blogger, I might be able to help you. Although, I'm just trying to think. I don't think I have any trouble. Well, no, the new Blogger did actually change. Or I say new. Blogger changed recently in the way you upload it. But that was, yeah, that was only a couple of weeks ago, actually. It's not sticking on there. Well done, Sarah. Right, wrong way round. You can tell I'm tired. I've had a long day. Here we go. And in with the ink. And a black sponge dauber. I did actually do it, the original with a sponge, but I'm just going to do it. Sorry, I'm just trying to kind of just want to go where the trunks are, really. careful because of the post-it note. See, ladies, giving you a tip here of how to get over mess-ups, basically. Let's see if it works. I want it nice and dark under the trunks. Yeah, I think that'll do. We've just got to hope now. And we'll lift it off. Not too bad, it's gone on the white a little bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Could have gone up a little bit higher, but no, that's okay. That's all right. Happy with that. We got round it. And that corner's going to be covered anyway. So we've got messy hands again. Your blogger changed about 7 years ago, and that's... Oh, okay. Well, they've changed it again since. I guess they changed it quite regularly. I may be able to help you. I'm not sure. Yeah, I must admit, I used to be very intimidated by blogging, but it's like anything yet again, because I do it at least once or twice a week. Well, when I'm consistent, which I generally am. I've missed a few the last week or two, but yeah, the more consistent you are, the more you get used to doing it. So cutting a bit close to the edge there, but yeah, I'll say have another go, and I can maybe talk you through it. If not, I'll say I'm not an expert at it, don't get me wrong, but it may you just may need the current updated blogger, maybe. I don't know, Laura. I don't know how it was 7 years ago, so it may have completely changed. I have done Blogger and WordPress, I must admit, but I went back to Blogger. Well, I believe WordPress is meant to have more facilities, but nearly there, ladies. And it's a bit boring watching me cut out. I find it easier to go down the jagged edges rather than going round the other way. But it's going to be a bit tricky going this way. So yet again, there are dies available for this, and I have got them, but yeah, I'm making it is awkward actually doing this side, trying to get them jagged. Go around it now. Not perfect, but that'll do. It'll do. So yeah, I will say it again. If anybody has a go, I'd like to see different ones actually. I'm hoping that I'll get some time eventually to do different sunsets, different colours. Oh, some nice purples would be nice, wouldn't it? I haven't done a Northern Lights card for a while. They're quite cool using this technique. I can't see everybody's comments if people are commenting because they're off the screen now. Yeah, there we go. Just a case of mounting it now. A little bit of bending with our bone folders. You could put them on dimensionals, but I'm just doing glue. Just twist that round. You don't want the leaf too far off the edge, obviously, because it won't fit in your envelope otherwise. Oh, covering the words a little bit, there you go. And the last but not least, because I think it looks really good, I've got these gorgeous gilded gems, which I believe are part of the Ornate Garden Suite. They're beautiful, and they really do catch the light. So I'm just going to pick up one of those, and I should use the spatula end. Apparently, I didn't know that you meant to use the spatula end for the sequins, if I can do it. Yeah, still think I prefer the pokey tool end. There we go, and that's that. So, there we go. So, 3 slightly different ones, ever so slightly, but looking pretty gorgeous, I think, if I do say so myself. Only purely because I didn't create the card, I can say that. But yeah, Michelle Zindorf did the original. But please have a go, ladies, because it really is good fun as well when you nail it. Just looking for, there we go, the mouse. So there we go. Right, so yeah, please have a go, because I know it looks a bit scary, and I say you may not get it right the first time. I wasn't at all that confident in case I made a few mistakes, to the point I actually had some other cardstocks ready. Oh, you can't see it. I had some other cardstock ready to, in case I messed it up and couldn't use the other side. So but no, all was well. You just got to go for it. Thank you, Susan. But yeah, have a go. If you've got a few coloured inks, say even if you just have a practice with whatever colours you've got. Yeah, as long as, you know, say sunsets can be all sorts of colours, can't they? So it really doesn't matter, I don't think. I don't know why the camera's, I think like, oh yeah, because I'm using that, sorry, that's it. So yeah, have a go, and please show me if you do. So yeah, as I said, no Facebook Live next Tuesday because I'm having a week off with my hubby. So hopefully the weather's, praying that the weather's good. It's meant to be, so we can go on a few bike rides, and or at least go on some picnics as well. So it'll be lovely. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for all your lovely kind comments, and I'll see you soon. All take care. Bye.